We back. Yeah. Malcolm, this is something I ran into. You're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. I think he's as big as one as I am. This is 9 facts and 1 lie about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Let's get it.
Start at 3, 2, 1.
Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes! Since they first came out of their shell over 30 years ago, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have re-emerged from the shadows numerous times, creating generations of fans of all ages. What follows are 10 pieces of trivia about the various incarnations of those heroes in a half-shell, but one of these entries, as Michelangelo might put it, is totally bogus, dude. Can you spot this fake fact before we reveal the answer at the end of the video? Well, if you can't...
Pause. They had a box set of the first one at Best Buy for like $30.
Really?
And guess what happened?
What?
My wife was with me.
Oh.
She told me to put that shit down. And it was Blu-ray.
You ain't go back?
Nah, I should have. Should have did it behind her back. I'm trying to be a faithful man.
He said, "Put that shit back."
Yeah, man, they had the first one, like the one with the like curvy ass. No, the one that he just showed, like the first one.
So that's 80s, early 90s.
Early 90s, probably. Yeah, man, they had that for like $30-40 Blu-ray. Best Buy, like fucking. And it was a whole complete series too. It wasn't just like one like box set or something.
Oh, it was
a complete series.
Seasons.
Yeah, man. I should have got it. Starting at 3, 2, 1.
Someone will probably spoil it in the comments. Without further ado, here are 9 facts and 1 lie about Ninja Turtles. Number 1, real turtles live extremely long lives, and the same can be said for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. Since 1984, there have been 6 feature films, 5 different television series, dozens of video games, mountains of merchandise, and a library of comic books released by a whopping 4 different publishers, and that's not even counting the live-action concert series.
Oh, I had that. Wait, pause. I had that VHS, bro. I had that VHS. I really wish I could find that.
Oh, man.
I really had that VHS. That shit was lit. I'm finna look for that shit. Start to get it through to it.
TMNT was originally shown in the UK. The name was changed to Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because the term ninja was deemed to be too violent, and all utterances of the surfer phrase bummer had to be censored because in British slang, that word has a much more homophobic meaning. Number 2, that wasn't the only controversy. The original release of the Playmates Rat King action figure was pulled from stores because one of the figure's accessories was clearly a belt made out of a dead cat with tire tracks on it. This outraged some parents as well as animal rights activists, and a second version of the toy was released without the problematic belt. But unsurprisingly, it's the original roadkill cat belt toy that's sought after by collectors. Number 4, there was briefly a 5th Ninja Turtle in the form of Venus de Milo, a female addition to the team introduced in the short-lived live-action series,
that was on Netflix
The
not
Next
too long
Mutation,
ago. It might still be on there.
But stick around much after that. Later, Gary Carlson, writer of the TMNT Image comic series, was apparently told strictly no female turtles. Number 5, Ernie Reyes Jr., who played Kino, the Turtles' human sidekick in Secret of the Ooze, actually had a major role in the first live-action film as Donatello's stunt double. Number 6, the cover of the very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic was an homage to Frank Miller's Ronin comic, and the entire premise was initially a send-up of Marvel Comics at the time. Teenage Mutants were everywhere in the pages of X-Men and the New Mutants, and the Foot Clan was in fact a spoof of Marvel's Ninja Army, the Hand. Meanwhile, it's even implied that the ooze canister that mutated the Turtles was the same one that blinded Matt Murdock, giving him the heightened senses that allowed him to become Daredevil. Number 7, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, we were introduced to 2 brand new mutated animal men, the Snap
Toka and Razor.
Toka and Razor. Originally, those were intended to be Shredder's bumbling Warthog and Rhino henchmen, Bebop and Rocksteady. However, those 2 characters were tangled up in prior licensing agreements with not only the animated series, but also the Playmates toy line. Speaking of which, number 8, the pizza thrower vehicle released by Playmates for the original toy line was repurposed several times over the years. First as an earthworm gym vehicle that never got released, later as a chicken run pie thrower, and finally, again, as a new Ninja Turtles vehicle that launched manhole covers. Number 9, the 2016 Ninja Turtles film Out of the Shadows underperformed commercial, unfortunately canceling all plans for the sequel. It's a disappointment because A, that's a really fun movie, and B, it means we are robbed of the opportunity to see Tyler Perry's character Baxter Stockman mutated into a giant fly, something that producers had seriously been planning for the next film. Number 10, the Turtles are all famously named after 4 Renaissance artists, but while the mutant reptiles are all in the same adolescent age range, their painterly counterparts weren't all contemporaries. The sculptor Donatello died when Leonardo da Vinci was a teenager, almost 10 years before Michelangelo Buonarroti was born. Also, the turtle Donatello famously does machines, but really that was more of real-life Leonardo's forte. Now, which of these Teenage Mutant Ninja factoids is a work of frivolous fiction? Let's recap, shall we? Number 1, 6 movies, 5 shows, 4 comic book publishers, and a live-action concert series. Number 2, bizarre censorship in the UK. Number 3, a controversial Rat King accessory. Number 4, no girl turtles allowed. Number 5, Donatello's stunt double. Number 6, the Marvel Comics connections. Number 7, Bebop and Rocksteady getting recast. Number 8, the prolific pizza thrower. Number 9, Tyler Perry almost getting turned into a fly. And number 10, why art historians hate the Turtles. Well, if you smelled a rat with number 3 when I was telling you about the dead cat belt, you've got a good nose. The Rat King action figure did include a roadkill cat belt, which is certainly a screwed-up accessory for a children's toy, but in 1989, parents were probably more concerned with NWA lyrics, and animal rights folks had their hands full with the Exxon Valdez spill, which unfortunately did not.
I want to say that, but I thought that was too easy.
So if you see a Rat King action figure that doesn't have its roadkill cat belt, that's not because of any controversy, that's probably just because small toy accessories can easily get lost over the course of 30 years. What's your favorite piece of turtle trivia? And which corner of the pop culture pantheon would you like to hear 9 facts and 1 lie about next? Let us know in the comments, and check out our other episodes on Ridley Scott's Alien and the original Metal Gear Solid. And for all of your nerdy news that is 90% accurate and 10% nonsense, keep it right here on IGN.
Yeah, I had one to say that, but I thought that shit was too easy. And plus, it sounded like something that would make people go crazy back then, especially PETA or whoever the fuck cared about that type of shit. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Also, make sure to follow us all our social media networks, DADS Podcast.
Except for Twitter.
2dads with Dreads. And make sure you look in the link in the description. We have a Discord.
Yeah.
Join it. Add it.
Come fuck with us.
Exactly. And
all that good stuff.
Once again, if you like this video, like, subscribe, bell. Rewatch it again because it might get demonetized a little bit. So whatever ad revenue we can get, we'll take. And comment and do whatever else you got to do on YouTube to keep up with us on YouTube. All right. Deuces.